Today we're going to talk about when we get the question, hey, can I just do this for 1 or 2 months and see if it works? I mean, there is probably no question that we get that reflects more poorly on their understanding of advertising than that one. So one of the things you have to recognize immediately is that is an opportunity for you to have a deeper discussion with them about branding and about how advertising works. Because in essence, and what you all have to remember, when you're talking to these business owners, 90% of the advertising that they see is all driven towards direct response. Now, direct response, if you're going to develop a campaign for direct response, you have to pretty much do one thing. You have to basically either give something away or offer significant savings. So direct response campaigns are designed specifically to target low-end price-driven customers, which is exactly opposite of what we do. When you target low-end price-driven customers, what you do is you automatically target a customer that's not profitable. So you end up driving a business where a lot of times campaigns will be incredibly successful or feel incredibly successful because they'll get a lot of customers. But then in the end, when you look at the actual profit, you'll lose money on them. And I've got other workshops I can kind of walk through the math of that. What we do is much more intrinsic, much more targeting profitable customers. So whenever anybody tells me, hey, can I just do this for 1 or 2 months and see if it works? I just am honest with them. I was like, hey, I tell you what, let's just do. And sometimes you can play it off as a little joke. I tell you what, let's do this. Why don't you just write me personally a check and we won't fool with the ad, because that's about the same response you're going to get with a 1 or 2 month campaign. I mean, and just lay that on the table. Remember, with all objections, the best approach initially is to say something they don't expect to hear. And in that case, it kind of loosens tension. I'll say, here's the truth. Here's what it boils down to. With advertising, short-term doesn't work for your business. Every media out there knows this. Every person selling advertising knows this. But most of them are more concerned with their business than your business. So they take your money on short-term contracts. We don't do that. I don't want you in my magazine if I'm not going to be able to help your business grow. And the truth of the matter is, a 1 or 2 month campaign is not going to move the needle at all in a positive way for your business. So what I want to do is I want to build something that will lay a tremendous foundation for the future. And that takes time. And have that discussion with them. One of the things we often do, we shy away from that. We're like, oh my gosh, they want to do short term and all I can do is long term. That's good. Because our goal, as always, our number one goal when we're meeting with people is, what can I do to help this business? What can I do to help this business? And one thing that will not help that business is a 1 or 2 month campaign when they expect people to walk in the door and say, hey, I saw you in the magazine. That just doesn't happen. That's the way things go. It kind of comes back to what we talk about a lot, is sometimes people think it's all about leads. Most of the time, people think it's all about leads. Leads is a horrible reason to advertise because you can't quantify it and you can't justify it. And so it's one of those, if I have a business that has been around for 10 or 15 years, odds are everyone in our coverage area, our readership area, probably knows you exist. They probably already know about you. So you're already a lead. And what we focus on is giving people a reason to choose you over everybody else. Always remember that. Everything we do is about giving people a reason to choose you over everyone else. Now, we do that through emotional connections. We do that through expertise. We do that because that's how profitable customers make decisions. When somebody says that, all they're looking to do is get their name out there, and that's just not a strong position. And the thing about it is, you have to believe that. You have to believe that. If there's a part of you that still thinks direct response and coupon clippers and that sort of ad campaign that says, buy me, buy me, buy me. Oh yeah, by the way, here you can buy me cheaper is a good thing for a business, then we need to work through that one separately, because ultimately those type of campaigns drive businesses out because they don't generate profit. Remember, businesses are not in business to get customers. They're in business to generate profit. And that's what we do better than everybody else. It's ironic. If you ever have a chance to find or come across a 10-year-old coupon clipper, which is all direct response, see this coupon, go use this business. If you ever have a chance, if you find one that's 10 years old or older, flip through it and notice the high percentage of those businesses that no longer exist. Because those type of campaigns, except in rare occasions, can only lead one direction, because you're creating additional work, but you're not creating additional profit. In fact, you're eroding some of your profit. So anyway, always do it. Just simply say, hey, I tell you what, the reason that we don't sell a short-term campaign, because I can guarantee you it will not work. I mean, it's conceivable it'll get you a few customers, because you have to drive and you have to basically focus on price to get people to react to your ad. But those customers are not the customers you can build a strong foundation for to grow your business. And you know, I love the line throwing it out there that says, hey, there's plenty of media out there that'll sell you a 1 or 2 month campaign. The irony is they know it will not work for you, but they're more concerned with their business than they are yours. And I just don't do business that way. If I can't sell you something that's going to help your business grow, then we're not right to be partners. And just be honest with them about that. And at the very least, it'll open up, at the very least, it'll build a level of respect for you and our product. At the best, it'll open up the opportunity for a real discussion about what's best for the future of their business.